If you remember back in, I want to say 2018 or 2019, American Eagle made this big marketing campaign about how they were extending their sizing and they were carrying sizes 000 to 24. And at first it was just online, and then they changed it to where they were going to carry every size in store. And recently I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how American Eagle has now cut back on their sizing, and they've now gone down to really limited sizing for the extended sizes. So anything above like a size 14 is typically unavailable in a lot of styles, and I'm very confused by that. As someone who is a size 16, which is typically the average size of the average American woman, what the f? I personally have loved American Eagle for years. I have talked about them on my channel. I have worked with them before. They do follow me on Instagram, so if they happen to see this, American Eagle, what's good? They have this advertisement on their jeans page saying how inclusive their sizing is. They offer sizes 000 to 24 in extra short to extra long. And then when you filter down the sizes, beginning with a size 24, which is the largest size that they carry, they have 2 options out of like 200 and something. I'm sorry, what? But when you filter the smallest size, which is a 000 extra short, there are this many options. I'm sorry, like, make it make sense. It just is very confusing, and it sends a really clear message. I basically want to do a little bit of a deep dive and kind of figure out what the hell is going on with this situation, go in the fitting room myself, suss it out, hopefully not face public humiliation. I will try to be as discreet as possible. I don't know what the filming policy is. And we're gonna see if American Eagle's size inclusivity that they like so proudly supported and talked about, like these untouched models in their campaigns and having more diverse mannequins and models, like we'll see if that actually still rings true a couple years later. So let's go in and figure it out.
My first thought walking into the mall was that I don't think I've actually been inside of a mall for like 2 years, so that was crazy. And my other thought was there are so many unmasked people in here. It's making me very uncomfortable, but just Arizona things, we're gonna persevere. Walking up to American Eagle, I also noticed that all of the mannequins were the same size, and I know when this launch happened a couple years ago, they had promised more size inclusive mannequins, but I did not see that in store at all. So I set out to do some investigating, and right away I realized how difficult it was gonna be to find anything in my size. I was going through every stack of jeans, every hanging rack of jeans, and they would cut off at like a size 14, or in this case a size 10. And I just kept searching through like piles of jeans until a sales associate came up and was like, do you need help finding a size? And I was like, yeah, I'm looking for a 16 and like this style or this style or this style. And she was like, oh, let me check in the back. And then she came back and was like, we don't have them. But after searching around and really digging for a while, as you can see, I found one pair of 16s and one pair of 18s, which was very surprising. And in these 2 stacks, the largest size that they went up to was a 16. So I just spent a lot of time going through every single pile, and it was kind of frustrating after a while because there was a pretty good selection of 000s and 000s in every style. But when you went down to the bottom of all of these stacks, there was maybe a 16 available, and that was pretty much it. So I gathered what I could, went to the fitting room, accepted defeat, and I was like, okay, since it was so hard to find these jeans, let's see how they actually fit. The first pair of pants that I'm trying on isn't even a pair of jeans, but I saw these in the clearance section and they were in my size, so I grabbed them. And these are called the Relaxed Mom Joggers, and these actually went on like a dream. Like I'm not even gonna front. I really loved these. The waistband was really stretchy. It almost gave me like paper bag waist vibes, but I just think these are really cute and very different from anything I have in my closet right now, and they were just so comfortable. Like, as you can see, waist super stretchy, very easy to like throw on and go. I've been looking for a pair like this for a couple of years actually, and these were on clearance for $20, so I actually did go home with these and I can't wait to style them. I really love them. So going into this, I was like, okay, this is great. Like, this is gonna be good. I have a good feeling about this. And then we moved on to the next pair. Next up is a pair of mom jeans, and I don't know if American Eagle has always had this, but I noticed on the tag it said comfort stretch waistband, and I was like, okay, I like the sound of that. I like comfort and I like stretch. But putting these on, I could immediately tell that the waist was gonna be really tight, and you're gonna see a lot of the squatting and shimmying to get the pants on in this video. You can even see the tension in that zipper that I was trying to zip up. These were cute. I do like this style of jeans. I had a similar style to these before, but the waist was just so tight on me. It almost felt like, I had to double check, it almost felt like I was wearing a curvy pair of jeans, but I went back and looked at all of them and I wasn't. So right here in the stomach, it was just so tight, and it was feeling a little suffocating, and the thought of bending over in these or sitting down was like, absolutely not. I was like, it's a wrap on these. No, it's a no from me. So I was like, okay, maybe that was a one-off thing, they weren't the stretchiest pair of jeans, so let's try another pair, which look like they have been shredded in a paper shredder, but that's okay. We're gonna persevere. And then as I kept going, I realized, oh no, this is, I think, just a sizing thing for them. And like I said, these were rigid jeans. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just the rigid thing. I was profusely sweating putting these on, by the way. But something about these jeans and the rips in the front and like the seams on them, I knew the second I sat down, all of these things were gonna pop right open. I literally looked like a can of biscuits, like waiting to pop. And I don't know if American Eagle has recently changed their sizing, because I am a across the board size 16 in like every other brand I wear. I have pairs of American Eagle jeans that are size 16 and they fit me great, but this pair just was so tight. Same with the last one. It fit great everywhere else except my waist. Like it fit great in the butt, it fit great in the legs. It was just like, it was so tight. And as you can see, again, doing like a cut myself in half thing just to try and sit down. So these were unfortunately a big no as well. And I was starting to feel a little bit defeated, but I was mostly just feeling sweaty because, oh my God, it was so hot in there. And at this point you might be like, Carrie, if these pairs of jeans are too small for you, you can just size up. It's no big deal. And to that I say, you're right, it is no big deal, but this was the largest size in all of these jeans, so I couldn't size up. So I'm trying again with another pair of mom jeans. These are all kind of like different types of mom jean, but they're all pretty similar in rigidness. And this pair with these like wide open holes in the front was very interesting. I don't know what American Eagle's deal is with these like massively shredded jeans, but maybe it's because they're like for teens? I'm not sure. But I just could never like sit down in these. I was just bulging out everywhere. It just wasn't my correct size either. And also, looking at this clip right here, it looks like I'm wearing chaps, which is very interesting. And I feel like these jeans, more than any other pair, were the tightest in the waist for some reason. I've heard that that's the case with black jeans, but these jeans fit me everywhere else. Like I said, the legs fit great, butt fit great, but it was just the waist for me. It just wasn't the one. But then as I was going through my pile, I remembered that I found a pair of size 18 jeans. So I was like, perfect. These are gonna be my perfect pair. These are a pair of mom jeans. They're stretchy, they're great. And I knew within like 0.1 seconds of putting them on that they were just gonna be way too big. They're super cute, and I actually really do like the way they looked, but they were just way too big, as you can see. Like they were so loose that I could have just pulled them off without even unbuttoning them. And I know since they were a stretchy pair of jeans, they would only continue to get looser throughout the day and just get even more baggy, and that's just not what I was looking for. So yeah, they're super cute, and actually I would say that these probably so far look the best on me than any of the pairs, but I just wish that I could have found a size 16 in stretchy jeans. I think I was like sort of figuring it out as I went along, because as you can see here, like, no. I mean, you could size up if you wanted to have a baggier pair of jeans, and they're squat friendly, but there was a big waist gap in the back, and they just weren't the style that I was looking for. Like I wasn't trying to find a baggy pair of jeans, I wanted to find like just a normal fitting pair of jeans. So although these probably do actually look the best, especially compared to the last couple of pairs, it's just not my size. I would need to size down one more. It's very baggy on the leg there. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to fit like a normal pair of mom jeans. So as I said, I'm figuring it out as I go, that I think in American Eagle, in their stretchy jeans, I'm a 16, but maybe in the rigid jeans, I'm an 18, but I don't really have a lot of options. And these were just way too loose and baggy. They were practically falling off, and I literally just pulled them off of me. So I did find one pair of stretchy size 16 jeans. However, these were a jegging slash skinny jean, whatever you want to call it. I don't really wear this style of jeans anymore, and these were so difficult to get on. There were so many like rips and hanging seams and all of that, but these were the best fitting jeans that I tried on, and it was great that I tried them on last, and it kind of left me with at least a little feeling of success, because I was starting to get kind of down on myself. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what is going on? It's literally incredible how much of a difference it makes when you wear a pair of jeans that actually fits you. These fit me like a glove. They were super cute. I, again, wasn't obsessed with like the leg holes and seams and all of that. If I sat down, they would eventually rip 100%, but looking in the mirror, I thought they were really cute and I felt very cute in them. But the kind of bummer about all of it was that, you know, in all of the previous jeans that I had tried on before these, if I was inside the fitting room and I found that a pair of the jeans I was wearing was too small, I could just like walk out and get the next size up, but now they don't offer that anymore. So it's just a huge bummer, and I needed to just go to the car and think about all of it.
So overall, I'm a little confused. I was really disappointed in the lack of sizing availability in the store, and I mean, it just doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great to be the dead average size of the American woman and not even be able to fit into the largest size in the store for the most part. And then obviously, like as I mentioned, you know, the very few size 18s that I found and the one that I tried on was like way too big. So very confusing, very inconsistent. It's a huge bummer. I don't know what their plan is going forward. Like, I'd be very curious to see if they're doing something similar to Madewell, where like Madewell took away their extended sizing and people were freaking out and like, oh my god, what's going on? And then they sort of re-released like a way more wide range of sizes and availability. It just doesn't feel great, you know? It feels really unfortunate that American Eagle has decided to like somehow go back on what they said, and they made all of these claims about how inclusivity is so important to them and how everyone should be able to shop in their store, and it's just, it feels like it was all performative. American Eagle genuinely has the potential to be like the top brand. I feel like so many people, especially after they extended their sizing a couple years ago, so many people started shopping there. I recommended them a ton. So many of my favorite people that I follow online recommended them a ton. That's why it's so disappointing to see this. So it's not really me trying to make a video shitting on American Eagle and being like, F you guys. It's me being like, do better. Like, you have the potential to be the best. You make really good product and everyone should be able to wear your clothing. And when you extended your sizing and then sort of pulled back on it, like, you're missing out on a huge market. I don't know, it feels like to me, brands who don't cater to plus size bodies are like totally missing out, because 60% I think of American women are plus size. Like, that's the majority. So I don't understand. It makes no sense to me, but I don't think I will be shopping in an American Eagle store anytime soon, possibly online, but there's just a lot that I feel like they need to work on. Overall, disappointed, to say the least. If you work for American Eagle, if you can put me in touch with someone who works for American Eagle, the contact that I had, I don't have anymore. I would be very curious to get to the bottom of this, do more research, be your guinea pig, as I always am. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If I'm missing something, definitely let me know, please. Thank you for coming along with me for another try on. I hope you are excited, because I will be doing a new one every month in 2022. I almost said 2021. Oh my god. So leave your requests for where you would like to see me do a try on down below. But I love you so much. Thank you for being here, for stopping by on your journey on the internet today. It means so much to me. I am sending you all of my love, and I will see you very soon. Bye.